Hey everybody, welcome back to Stack Snacks. I'm John Siwicki. Thanks for joining me today. And for today's video, we're going to look at Claude 3. We're going to break it down. We're going to look at the announcement and give it a quick little demo and see if Claude 3 is living up to the hype that's out there right now. So Claude 3 is the latest model from Anthropic, and if we scroll down right here, we can kind of see that. Sorry, everybody, that's my cat now jumping in. There's Cinnamon. So Claude 3 now has 3 different models. There's Claude Haiku, Claude Sonnet, and then Claude Opus. So I'm kind of thinking of Claude Haiku being something that's maybe pretty small, more of a leaner, meaner model. Sonnet, maybe like a GPT 3.5, and then Opus closer to like your 4. So if we go down to our benchmarks here, we can see we've got Opus kind of crushing it across all these different benchmarks. I have to be honest with you, I don't know what all these mean. I know a lot of these are referenced when a new model comes out. So big scores for Opus. Sonnet's doing pretty well too. It definitely has, in actually a lot of cases, knocking out GPT 3.5. And then rivaling Gemini as well in some of these benchmarks as well. So, and that being Gemini Ultra. And then Haiku as well. Looking pretty good with these benchmarks. Looking pretty good. So big, absolutely big time update from Claude. Claude also now has vision. So let's look at the vision benchmark. So, images and diagrams and such like that. Looks like Gemini Ultra is a pretty strong one here, but Claude coming in and still providing some pretty good numbers as well. So fewer refusals. Pretty huge drop from Claude 2.1. All right, accuracy, obviously, with hard questions. So I don't know what they mean by hard questions, but the break between correct and incorrect, and I don't know. Quite strong. And then I don't know what that means. We'll skip over that. Responsible design. Claude always being very much talking about the, I think they coined the term constitutional AI. There's a lot of transparency behind their stuff as well. So context window 200K. I think that's the same as Claude 2. So nothing too hot, much higher there. We got some token prices. I don't have anything to kind of compare that against any of the other ones right now. So pretty substantial change. And if we just kind of go back here to kind of the basic model breakdown. So now with a lot of these, it's like, okay, so now that that's done, now, what does this really mean, right? So the quickest way for us to get access to Opus is I had to subscribe to a pro account on Claude.ai. So this was all this is paid at the moment. Sonnet is their free tier, and then I don't think. Oh, let's go back over here, and I think we can switch once we start into a chat. So, all right. So let's just look at some of these prompts right now. They lead off with a lot of images right now, so we're gonna pick up with this. So we're going to suggest 3 possible one-line descriptions for this product. And it's going to explain to us what this product is and These are pretty spot on. Mesmerizing glass and metal sand timer to bring a touch of timeless charm to your decor. Captivating desk accessory combining classic hourglass and design with sleek wisdom and materials. So, pretty impressive there. So if we look, oh wait, whoop. I was sharing the wrong tab. Okay, let's go back to let's go back and redo that. Let's see. View tab. Yeah, okay. We'll keep this going. All right, so I did want to, well, you heard me talk through one of these examples. So they give an example of some handwritten notes. We'll just ask it to transcribe these notes. And it looks like, the OCR is pretty good. But let's see if I can. I'm going to add my own screenshots if I have anything that we can ask it to. Sorry, everybody, give me a second. Backups, logo. All right, an old logo that I had. How can I improve this logo? So it's kind of giving me some cool feedback on ways that I can make my logo better. Another cool thing about Claude too is they kind of keep a running tally of like the things that get attached during your conversation. And so you can see here different kinds of. I will say it does have a feels like it has like a slightly larger memory when you kind of are working through something. See if I can. All right, let's convert some code. This is always one I find interesting if we can kind of create a boilerplate code from an image. So make this into a React component using Tailwind, and it goes right into it. So we'll probably do another kind of deeper dive on Claude, and we'll see if there's ways where people can try it out on a free tier. But there is there's something here. It does feel, I don't know, it does feel slightly more robust. I can't kind of put my finger on it right now, but we're still in the playing stage, and we'll hopefully come back with a few more examples and go a little deeper next time. But we just wanted to kind of take this out for a spin and show you guys some of the power of the new model. We hope that if anybody's playing with it, anybody's got some cool prompts. I also feel like it's a different. Yeah, there might be some different prompting that Claude needs. So again, I want to keep playing. We've played with Claude in the past, but it's our daily drivers have still been ChatGPT. So we'll see what this can bring us. But thanks everybody. We'll see you next time.